guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name is Chloe and I post roster reveals and travel vlogs. So I've just had to put the fan on, so I'm really sorry if you can't hear what I'm saying over the fan. I'll try to speak a bit louder so you can hear me, but it would mean so much to me if you could please subscribe to my channel to follow my journey and give this video a big thumbs up just to support me, just so I can see if you're liking it or not. But I know I haven't posted in 5 months. There's a lot that's happened in these 5 months. It's been crazy. So maybe get a drink, maybe a cup of tea, maybe not in this weather, maybe a cold drink in this weather. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing what's happened in the past 5 months, then please do keep watching. Also, I didn't know if it was worth mentioning, but as you can see, I have changed my layout of my videos. You've never seen this side of my room before. I've always videoed like the other side. So hopefully you like it. I've decorated my room in lockdown, got some fake plants and a diffuser and stuff. So yeah, I really like how my room's turned out. There's like vinyls all over my wall on that side as well. Just a little bit more, my room was so clinical before, so now it's just got a little bit of personality. So I just thought it was nice and worth mentioning that my room is different. Also, if you have seen my videos before, you've probably noticed that 1, my hair is shorter, and 2, I don't have any eyelashes on. I still have my nails and stuff, but I'm trying to save a little bit more money, and obviously I need to start being a bit more sensible with my money, so I've had to stop getting my lashes done for the time being, and obviously my hair, I need to get a fresh set of extensions, so it is shorter. But yeah, I thought that was worth mentioning as well, just in case you're like, oh, she looks different. It's my lashes and my hair. As you guys are aware, the airline industry has been hit really hard due to the coronavirus. I think there's a crazy amount of flights going compared to usual flight scheduling. So I think it's like 2% of all flights are going, like that's it. So it's really hard for all of these companies that, you know, British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, EasyJet, sorry, my brain's gone to mush over lockdown. All of these companies to actually survive in this industry, it's so tough. And obviously, unfortunately, a lot of redundancies and people taking unpaid leave has had to happen just to kind of get the companies through this. The airline industry has completely come to like almost a halt. And it's going to take a long time to get back to where it needs to be. Although people saying, you know, people are going to want to go on holidays and everything, I think it will take a while to get back to full capacity. So there is a rule that's been brought in, whether you go to certain countries, you have to isolate for 14 days afterwards. So I think that is putting people off going, because say they want to go on a 2-week holiday, they have to book 4 weeks off work, so they'll miss out on a lot of money. So I think because of that, it's putting people off travelling as well. On Friday the 7th, I did find out that I did lose my job. I wasn't successful in securing the job at my base. So that means that I'm having to be put into a holding pool. I'm so grateful that I got the chance to fly for 2 years, and I've seen so many incredible places. I would never have seen them if I didn't do this job. So I have nothing but like fond memories of flying. But I'm so proud of all my friends that got to keep their job. I'm so happy for them, genuinely. Like, I'm not just saying that. It's so tough to like be the last 500 and they've managed to secure their jobs is incredible for them, and I'm so proud. I don't have any resentment towards them or anything. Like, it's just not like that. Like, I'm so happy for them. I think I kind of knew I was going to lose my job. I wasn't being like negative about it, but I was being realistic that I've only been there 2 years, and you know, we're going down to 500 cabin crew. I thought, realistically, I don't see myself securing a job compared to so many of my other talented colleagues and that have been there longer, that have had more experience than me. So I was kind of preparing myself for it, not hoping that I was going to lose my job, but I just wanted to make sure that if I did, you know, lose it, then I wouldn't be as down about it. And to be fair, the first day I did get a little bit emotional, and the second day I got a bit emotional thinking about all my amazing colleagues that, you know, have mortgages to pay and everything, and have houses to pay for and other bills, children, and I just think, oh, I wish and I hope that they're going to be okay, because it's really hard at the moment. Like, realistically, if you've been at the company, say 30 years, and you're trying to get another job during a pandemic, you need to make sure you're getting a job that, you know, say you're last into that job, you could be first out, they may not be able to pay you furlough, so you could lose that job as well. So it's really tough, and I think it's really scary thinking of like all the financial implications of losing your job. I kind of didn't really think about it, and I was like, oh, I've got to return my uniform, I've got to return this, I've got to do this, I'm not going to be able to log on to my work page. And like, I wasn't really thinking about it on the first day, and then the second day I realised, and it sunk in a bit more. Like the second day was the hardest for me in the whole time. Like now I feel so fine, I can talk about it, I'm not upset, I'm not sad. I'm actually quite excited for what I'm going to get up to. So one of the things that absolutely floored me was I posted on Instagram a goodbye flying post, and the amount of people that sent me like the nicest comments. Like I had people saying to me like, obviously, oh, sorry you lost your job and everything. I had people literally saying, I've already texted my boss and asked if, you know, there's any jobs going, or asked if you can have a job with us. And I was like, how are people so nice? Like I don't even deserve that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, wow, that is so nice that people were calling me an inspiration and saying that they wish me all the best. And I'm like, it's so sweet that people that don't even know me take the time to do that and check if I'm okay. And do you know what? People are still checking up on me. Like so I lost my job on the 7th and today's the 12th, and people are still messaging me, and I just think it's amazing. So thank you so much to everyone that reached out to me on Instagram. If you do want to see the post, I'll pop it here, and I'll put my Instagram there as well. It's Chloeltownsend. If you did want to follow me and check up on my journey, I do post a lot more on my Instagram stories, and that way you can keep up with me more than I would post on YouTube, as I don't post too much on here. So if you did want to follow me, it's up to you. Oh yeah, that was another thing. People were telling me they had actually cried for me. So they were like, when I saw this I cried, and I was like, oh my goodness, firstly I'm sorry. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? That is so sweet. But in general, I do think I'm really lucky to have like my family, my friends, and obviously everyone that follows me on Instagram and here. Like the support system I do have is incredible, and I really feel for those that don't. So if you do feel down and everything, just give me a message. Honestly, like if you are crew and you're watching this and you've been made redundant, please drop me a message if you feel sad, or even just anyone. If you just want someone to talk to, I'm here. Like that is what I'm here for. I love to help out, and I love to talk to people, and I just want to give back to people that have just helped me. I want to help you. So if you do have any issues or anything you want, we can talk it through. Like we can work out a CV for you. Like honestly, we can sort it all out. I just want to help people. Like that's all I want to do. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the ultimate goal for myself is to go back to my airline. I do want to go back flying, and I do want to go back to the same airline. The colleagues that I've met there are absolutely incredible, and it's just such a family. That's the main thing I was grieving for when I was upset about losing my job. It was my family that I've made, the friends that I've made there. Like you just get so close, and it's like a complete another connection. So that's why also I was quite upset. But no, ultimately that is my end goal. Like 2-3 years, whenever they want me back, I will come back. They could call me tomorrow and I will be back. Even though I've got plans for myself, I will drop everything. And yeah, I definitely want to come back for them. But if you don't know what holding pool is, it's essentially like a talent pool. So if you are a new entrant, or if you were supposed to start a training course, you'll know that you basically get put in a talent pool, and then you get given a start date when there is one available for you. So it's the same thing really for a redundancy talent pool kind of thing. So hopefully I'll get a call and I'll get invited back. But yeah, my end goal, I definitely want to still work for my airline. So that way I can definitely 100% say I know I'm gonna fly again. I will fly again no matter what. So even if after the 3 years is up my airline doesn't take me, I will apply for a different airline, or apply for the same one and see if I can get in without being in the pool. Just because I just want to fly. Like that is my dream job, and I can't see myself not flying in the future. Okay, so backpedaling to Friday. I found out I lost my job, and the biggest thing for me now was I need to go and get a job. I don't know where my CV is. I need to go and get a job. I need to interview, which I have such severe anxiety about anything like that. I was like, so I need to interview for a job, get a job. What job do I do? Is there going to be any jobs around? We're in a pandemic. Like I lost my job to a pandemic. Is there going to be anything around for me? And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to give myself the weekend to not bother, not do anything. And then Monday we'll start fresh. So that way I could, you know, figure out what I wanted to do over the weekend, but not put too much thought into it, because I didn't want to just jump in blindly to something and not really set out a plan and then end up regretting not doing anything. So I was like, right, we need to sort something out. Me and my mum decided to have a conversation, and we were spitballing ideas about what I wanted to do. I used to do work experience with the police, so I thought maybe I could go back to that. My dad suggested that, and then my mum was suggesting other things that I could do. She's always believed that I could be a teacher, and I personally think that that would be something I could do. But I didn't want to jump into like a career, because I am hoping that BA do call me back. So I was like, okay, so I don't want to do something that I'm having to do a lot of training for, basically, because not because I want to be lazy, but because I don't want to then have to make a decision, well, do I continue with what I was training for, or do I go back to my airline? So I was like, it's a bit tough. But eventually I was like, right, I'm going to set some little goals for myself. And the first thing I said is, next month, so by the end of this month, I want to have secured a job. So next month, I never miss a payday. I was like, I never want to not have money coming in. I want to work. And because obviously right now I am on furlough, so I'm still getting furlough pay. But I said, I want to make sure that I'm still getting, every month, I'm getting something paid into my bank. I do still have bills to pay and everything, so I've got to remember that. I can't just take this time and go, okay, I'll just chill for like 3 months and not do anything, because I love to work. I love that environment. So I wanted to make sure that when I have my last pay from BA, I also have ready for me a secure job set up. And then I thought, well, what is like my hobby or my passion or something that I'm really interested in? And I really love doing like my makeup, although I'm not good at it. I like doing my eyebrows. I put a lot of care into my eyebrows. I think that that's the first thing people notice about me, and I love getting compliments on them. So I feel like I would love to be able to do someone else's eyebrows and get them to feel the same way I do when I receive compliments on my eyebrows, if that makes sense. So I've always wanted to do a brow course, and my lash lady actually is offering me a brow course. So hopefully I can do that once I get a bit of money. But I would love to be able to do brows on the side of my job, just because I think it's such a transferable skill that you can take anywhere. You don't have to, you could be mobile, you don't have to work in a salon or anything like that. You could do it from the comfort of your own home with your family and friends. Like, it's just a skill that you have, and at least you're trained in it and you have insurance. So you never really know what could happen. I could decide one day I'm going to open a salon. Do you know what I mean? Like, you never know where it could lead. So my main goal that I am looking forward to is, I said to myself, not as soon as they do, but pretty soon after the borders open, I'm off to Australia. So I was really lucky. When I was younger, it was like this time 6 years ago, my auntie actually took me to Australia, and we stayed with her relatives out there. So we stayed in Perth for 5 weeks. There's a mall right by the house. It's like a really nice rural area. And honestly, I loved it. Like, I love the whole environment. Like, Australia is so friendly. The people there are so nice. So I thought, why not go there? So I originally said to my mum, I would love to do go to America and do Universal, like Universal Hollywood and everything, the theme park. I'd love to do be working there. I don't know what I'd do there, but maybe just, the people that tell you to get on the rides and stuff. I thought maybe something like that would be cool. At least I'm in a different country. I could meet a whole bunch of new people. But America is really, really hard to get a visa for, working visa. So we were looking, and Australia is one of the easiest places. So you can get a regular visa, which allows you to just go over there, and then you can get a working holiday visa, which is around 200 Australian dollars. And you can be out there for a year, but you can get it extended if you like. So I thought, well, that would be great. I could get myself a visa. I've already had a conversation with my auntie, who's had a conversation with the relatives out there, and they've said that they're more than happy for me to stay with them. So I thought, I'm just going to go for it. Why not? I'm being given this amazing opportunity. I've never had a gap year. I've worked since I was 14, I want to say, maybe even younger. I thought I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, ideally I'll be going May next year because I do have some things, some commitments in this country. For example, my Harry Styles concert, which got postponed from last year to, well, this year technically, to next year. So I want to make sure I'm still in this country for that, because otherwise I'm coming back and wasting money on flights. So I need to like be strategic about when I go. Also, I feel like realistically maybe the borders won't open for a long time, and I want to make sure that they've been open a little bit before I go. So I feel like May is like a really good time to go. Our summer months are their winter months, so I'll be going there like roughly in the winter months, just towards the end of the summer. So it should be quite a nice time to go. It shouldn't be too hot. But yeah, ideally I'd like to spend maybe a month or two in Perth, get a part-time job there, and then head down to Melbourne, and then Victoria maybe, and then Sydney. So just all these different places that I thought I could go. Queensland, Brisbane, is that how you say it? Brisbane? I think it's Brisbane. I'm definitely gonna have to double check that I know how to say it before I go, because otherwise I'll be like, hi, I'm here in Brisbane, and everyone's gonna be like, no you're not, you're in Brisbane, love. I think it's Brisbane. Obviously a lot of people say that Australia is really expensive, and to be fair, when I was out there I did think that that was the case, but you have to remember that the wage that you get paid over there is more expensive. That's why when you go over there and you're not working, you're not getting like their wage, so you're like, wow, it's expensive, but actually if you're getting paid the higher wage, it's not as expensive. But ideally I would like to rent out there each time, just find a short-term renting place. And obviously Australia has a lot of tourists that go travelling anyway, so a lot of these places are designed for short-term rentals. I'm not looking to stay in any hostels or anything. I want to have my own place. The intention is for me to be there a year, and if I like it and BA still haven't called me back, then I will extend it. But if I want to come back, then I will come back, and if obviously I get called from my airline, then I will come back to go back to work for them. But at least I can know that I could potentially take unpaid leave and go back, but this time not work and just do it as a holiday. So that is the plan. Personally, I think it's a really good plan, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know, I just feel like it's something different than what I've ever done before, and it's so out of my comfort zone, but also it's so me, like I know that I could do it. I've never actually been travelling on my own either. Obviously I went with my auntie, and sometimes obviously when I'm down route I go places on my own, but just the thought of like going around the airports and stuff, do you know what I mean? So that's something that I can learn how to do, but I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's been really helpful to actually have a goal that I can set my sights on. Just something to look towards is so much better for me than not doing it, if that makes sense. Like if I could have just said, okay, I'm just gonna get a part-time job until I get called back. But also I thought, why? Like if I'm getting a part-time job over here, why don't I go to a different country and just do a part-time job out there? At least I'm meeting a new group of people, and I'm learning different things. I'm learning how to be independent on my own. A lot of people say when they go to Australia they never come back. I don't know if I could see that happening. I feel like potentially, but you never know what could happen out there. Like you can meet a whole new group of friends, so it's like, it's so unpredictable. I just think it's so exciting. Like honestly, I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I think that something good has come out of something so devastating, if that makes sense. Okay, so I've just turned the fan off, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me a bit better, but if I get hot I'm gonna have to put it back on again. I know it was really loud, so sorry if it was annoying, but a girl's gotta get cool. I tried to film this video yesterday, honestly. I don't know, I might put it in the bloopers at the end, but I was like, sweat was pouring off my face. It was disgusting. I'm hot already. It might have to go back on. It's going back on. So let's go back to Saturday night. I did tell myself I was going to wait over the weekend. I said, give myself the weekend to figure out what I want to do. But I had already figured out what I wanted to do, and I was so excited to just start my journey. I was like, I'm just gonna get applying. So Saturday afternoon I filled out, I like re-edited my CV, and I helped a few of my friends kind of sort their CVs out. And then I started applying for jobs in the local area, jobs not in the local area, and then I just left it. I left it for the night. And then the next day I was like figuring out what I wanted to do, like, oh, what jobs could be feasible. And I know, because obviously I've got my car on finance, I was trying to decide whether I could surrender my car now or whether I should wait until just before I go, just in case obviously I get called back to my airline. I'm going to need a car to get to the airport, so I need to have a reliable one. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to wait and figure it out. But obviously my car insurance is due to like be renewed this month, so I was like, it would be really good if I could surrender it now. So it was just thinking about all these little things that I don't think people would have thought about. Like, I would never have given it a second thought before. If I'd found out on Friday that I kept my job, life would have just continued. I would have just been furloughed still, and okay, renew my insurance. But I think now it's given me a kick up the bum to see things in a different view, if that makes sense. So yeah, Monday afternoon, I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna literally apply for this supermarket job. I'm just gonna apply to it because my brother works at one and he works so hard, and he's made a really good group of friends there, and it's a work environment that I know I'm going to enjoy because the sheer amount of people that work there, the workplace banter, the friendships, the family, working like shift work, so it's all different hours that, you know, bring you closer together when you're working at 4 a.m. But yeah, literally I was like, I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to apply it and see what happens. So 3 p.m. that day I took the assessment, and by like 5 p.m. I got invited for an interview. So the interview days were for like a couple of days away, and then one of them was for next day. And I was like to my mum, I'm just gonna do the one a couple of days away. I honestly, when I say this, I have the worst fear. I think things through so much in my head. I'm like, people aren't gonna like me. What if I mess up? How do I get into the building? Do I push or pull the door? I think about all these things. Where's the customer service desk? Do I know the layout of the store? Like, I think about every single detail. Like, where will I park my car? What will I wear? What if I get too hot? What if my mask breaks? Honestly, think about all these silly things that I don't need to stress myself out with. Yeah, like, am I gonna bring the right documents? Like, honestly, like, I just need to calm down sometimes, but I physically can't. And obviously my mum knew that I was gonna like proper wind myself up for the next few days thinking about it. She's like, just do it for the next day. I literally booked it. I was like, okay, 1:30 in the afternoon, booked. So my interview was 1:30 till 2:30 on Tuesday. So this was yesterday. I attended the interview and they were so nice. They were so friendly. The management team seemed so sweet. They showed us around, like, didn't really like show us around certain stuff, but they took you through like the back way, so I could see everything and I could tell myself, okay, look, you can see people coming in that door, so if you did get the job, you'd come in through that door. Like, honestly, I think about I just wind myself up thinking about every little detail. So for me, now I've seen it, like, if I did, you know, get the job, then I could go and I'd be like comfortable going. I know it sounds so stupid and you're like, why are you even thinking about stuff like that? Like, they'll tell you, but I worry. Like, my interview ended at 2:30. It was like a group interview with a one-to-one on the end, and then I said goodbye to one of the girls in the car park and went home. I was literally talking through to my dad how the job interview went, and about 2 hours later I was sat on the sofa still talking. I don't even think I'd moved. It was so hot yesterday, so it was just an absolute write-off. So 2 hours later I get a phone call confirming that they would like to offer me the job. Sorry, I don't want to smile. They'd like to offer me the job. When can I start? Can I start Friday? My induction's Friday. I start on Sunday. 5 days a week. That's it. I was like, what? Wait, hang on, what? So I woke up that morning with no job and I went to bed with the job. So I felt so relieved. Like, honestly, I can't tell you. I felt so relieved and I was like, oh my God, they actually liked me. What? So yeah, my confidence was so knocked, thinking like, well, am I a bad employee? Like, is it something to do with me? So I'm so glad that like they could kind of, I could like talk to people and meet new people, and then yeah, they give me the job. So I was like so happy, and I posted it on my Instagram and everyone was just so nice to me. They were so sweet, like congratulating me, saying like they knew I'd get it, and I was like, oh, thank you. But yeah, a few people I know actually work there, so I know that I've got people there that I can talk to. And I'll be honest with you, I'm so looking forward to getting back into a work life. Like, I've been furloughed for 5 months, so I've been around my family and a few of my friends for like 5 months. And it's not that I don't want to do that, because I know I'm going to really miss them. It's just the fact that I miss having like the banter, the friendships, the meeting new people, the making friends, the, you know, getting up to fun at work. Do you know what I mean? And I know like I've been missing that, so I'm really excited to hopefully get that back. I don't even know if anyone's going to like me, but I hope they do. I hope I make some friends really easily. But my brother has some friends at his work, so I'm really hoping that I can make friends at mine. But you never know, like that's always a fear I have, like what if everyone just doesn't want to talk to me? And I'm just like doing my work like, oh, I have no friends. But yeah, I really hope they like me. I was really shocked that like it was so quick that I heard back. I was like, wait, what? And on the phone he was like, when can you start? Can you start Sunday? I was like, yeah. So yeah, that was really nice. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back into like a work environment. So I know it sounds really weird. Obviously the title of this video, I lost my job. You're probably thinking, oh my god, she's lost her job, like she must be so I'm not sad. I was sad, I'm not sad. I feel a little bit gutted, but I don't feel like this sadness is going to take over. I'm not going to let it take over. Like, that's it, it's happened now. I cannot change the outcome by being sad. I can only, so if I'm sad about something, I can't change it, but I'm actually affecting my future by being sad about that thing, because I could have sat in my bedroom for like 3 weeks, not done anything, and been like, I've lost my job, I've lost my job, I've lost my job. But now, you never know, like I could meet some amazing friends, I could really enjoy this new job I have, and I haven't allowed myself to hinder myself, if that makes sense. And obviously my mum and dad have been so supportive, like pushing me, like get yourself back out there, and it's been, obviously it's really worked in my favour this time. But I was so worried that if I got rejected from this job, if it would like knock my confidence and make me feel like no one's going to want to hire me, this is why I got fired, do you know what I mean? And I was so worried that I'd just feel like proper rejection, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, what am I going to do? So I do feel really grateful that they wanted me. I do have a couple of things to ask. Has anyone been traveling around Australia? If you have, please put it in the comments below, or drop me a message on Instagram. I would love to ask you some questions, where you stayed, what you did, if you did get a working visa, maybe if you know any places that are really good for hiring people that are just like traveling around, please let me know. I would love to find out a bit of information. If you live in Australia, please let me know, pop it in the comments. I just want to have a little chat with you and ask you some questions. So for the past 5 months I've been thinking, like, I tried not to think about it, because if you stress over something, you're only putting yourself through that pain like twice. And then I was like, I do want to think about it because I need to have options. And then I was like, well, I don't want to think about it because I don't want to upset myself. So it was really hard, that there was just a fear of the unknown. I thought, will I be able to bounce back if I do lose my job? And then if I keep my job, what happens then? Because obviously you've got to imagine you're flying in a proper like coronavirus environment. Like, what's it like going back? If I go back, will it put me off flying? So there was all these things that I was thinking about over the past 5 months that have been quite stressful to kind of get my head round. So I do feel a bit of relief knowing that I've got myself sorted and I've got a bit of a plan, and I can kind of look to the future. I did also want to say that obviously over lockdown I did reach 1,000 subscribers on here on our channel, so thank you so much to everyone that has supported me. I understand people probably will unfollow me on here because obviously you're following me for the cabin crew content, and I'm not going to pretend that you're not, but I would love if you guys still wanted to support me on my journey, because I will be filming videos this whole time about Australia, like when I go, if I go, because I might still get called back by BA, but I'm hoping that I will still have these videos to post, like travel vlogs and everything, keep you guys updated when I'm out there. But yeah, it would still mean a lot if you could still support me, but obviously it's completely up to you. There are loads of cabin crew videos on here and channels with amazing people running them. I love watching them still, and I probably still will. But yeah, if you do have any cabin crew questions, please, you can still ask me. I do still have the knowledge. I'm not going to get upset about it. So if you did want to see cabin crew related videos, I can still film them for you. It's just I'm a bit of an imposter because I'm not technically having crew anymore, but I'm still more than happy to share the information that I know with you. But yeah, I will be posting like fun videos, like assumptions about me and stuff. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to film them, but I will still try because I do want to grow this channel and just keep giving you guys advice and showing you bits of my life and my journey. So I feel so happy that I've got to share my plan with you guys, because I've had so many people message me on Instagram asking me what's next. Sorry, my hair keeps going in my mouth, and it has been like the whole video, asking me what's next and what's going on. So I thought I'd do a video and put it on here for you guys to be able to see, just because it's nice to be able to chat to you about it and kind of give my reasonings for things. But yeah, I hope you like my plan. If you do have any suggestions for me, then please let me know. If you know of any jobs or anything like that that you think I could get out there, then let me know. But yeah, I am so thankful to everyone that has subscribed and supported me. These past months have been so weird, but thank you so much for the continued support. If you do want to check my Instagram out and see my flying posts, my goodbye to flying posts, again, my Instagram is Chloeltownsend, and I'm so much more active on there. I post like Instagram stories every day, and I've started posting a little bit more to my feed, just because I want to keep you guys updated with what's going on. I don't want to completely disappear from the grid, but yeah, I'm hoping that when I can go travelling, I'll have some amazing content up for you. And then of course, I am still hoping to go back to flying, so I should still post cabin crew related videos when I go back, because I'm telling you, it's not if I go back, it's when I go back, because I know I will. That's like, I swear down, I'm gonna go back. Thank you so much to everyone that's taken the time to watch this video and to support me. I know this video isn't probably what you were expecting. I don't know if you were expecting me to be a bit more upset. I'm not ungrateful or anything like that, or acting as if like anyone that's upset about losing their job is not right, because it is. You need to take the time to look after yourself. If you don't feel ready to get a job, then don't, honestly. Never compare yourself to others, honestly. I was like, did I not take the job seriously enough because I'm not as upset? But it's like, everyone has different personalities and everyone gets on with things in different ways, so that is why you can't compare yourself to other people. I could have easily sat there and not done anything and been upset, but I've just wanted to pick myself up and continue, because I want to show you guys that sometimes when things don't go your way, you can still find good things and like plan out your life and make things go your way. Like, make good things happen to you. Every day there is something good. Like, you can be thankful for something every day. Does that make sense? Probably not, but you get what I'm trying to say. So I haven't done this exit in a while, so that's it from me. I hope you guys are having a good day, morning, night, wherever you are in the world, and I hope to film for you again soon. Goodbye. Also, I forgot to say, please subscribe to my channel and give it a big thumbs up. It means so much to me, and yeah, thank you.